What's good, y'all? I'm here with another video, and today I'm gonna be building my own vision of a perfect MK. Everybody's doing their MK12 predictions and everything. I wanted to kind of do a different thing to where people have done this before too. To where I want to build the perfect MK that doesn't necessarily goes into like what's going on right now. It's just kind of like a dream game that I would like to play. You know what I'm saying? Uh, the MK timeline has been rebooting a bunch of times. You can't make everybody happy the gameplay. Not everybody probably likes the gameplay or whatever. So this is gonna be my opinion on what I think is like the most perfect one. And mind you, like this isn't really realistic. I'm gonna be honest with you. Honestly, it's a dream thing. I know I keep repeating myself. So like some of these things are probably not even possible. So let's just get into it, man. So the first thing I want to talk about is the gameplay. For me personally, the gameplay that I would choose, it would probably be a mix between MKX's gameplay and MK9's gameplay. The reason I say this is because the 3D era of fighting, don't get me wrong, I love it, but like putting it on the PS5 and the new gen consoles, I feel like 2D is the best wave. Leave the 3D stuff to Tekken because they do it best. The MKX gameplay, that's probably my favorite gameplay style that Mortal Kombat has ever put out. I love that. I love the gameplay in that game, just the fast pacing and everything. But I would do a mix of both of them, so it won't have to be that fast. I also would just take out the what you call those things, the variations. I would take out the variation system and just let them do their special moves. The variation system was cool. It was a good thought, but I feel like it could be taken out. Just let them use their moves and call it a day. You know what I mean? The X-rays and stuff can stay, like they can stay there and everything. Like that's fine. But take the variation system out. Have a mixed blend between the MKX and MK9 gameplay. You know what I mean? I think that'll be the perfect blend. I think that's what MK12 is gonna be, a mix between the X and 9. Another thing I want to talk about is the roster. The roster, I want the MK Armageddon roster with the new people included too. So everybody that's been made in the game, I want them in the game. That'd be hard, bro. Cause imagine this game would probably have to take like 10 years to make. So this game will have the rosters. They will have characters come back and have more detailed characters. Probably revamps, reboots. You can actually be consistent in the power level, stuff like that, better backstories and stuff like that. So having everybody in the game would be cool because you probably have people you ain't seen in a minute. You probably ain't like them at first, but if they give them a character change and make them look better and a better design, you probably a rock with them now. You know what I mean? So that'd be cool too. But Armageddon is the closest to it. So yeah, like Armageddon plus like the additional characters that's been on after that. So that'd be cool. The next thing I want to talk about is kind of like the aesthetics. So like the menu screen and like all the menus and everything. As far as like the actual menu screen, like going into the game, if I'm clicking on the game, I have to go Armageddon again just for the simple fact of like it's between Armageddon and Deception. Those are my favorite menu screens out of all the games that's come out. Because, and I'm talking about the main staple games too. The main games. Deception's ominous background with the lightning and the characters on the side, and you click on each menu screen or you scroll down and you see like how each different mode is played, like how it works and everything. That was cool to me. But the Armageddon one is cool to me too because if you remember, they have like the rival, or like the person and then a rival behind them, and then like they're in some arena or whatever, and that's so hard, bro. Like I'm gonna show that on the screen. Like I have to, because those are so hard. And then even on the Wii version, they had more of them because they didn't have like what was it, online mode or something. So it was some crazy stuff, bro. Like it was crazy, bro. So yeah, those menu screens were hard to me. So like a blend of those two games, I don't know how they would do that, but that would be hard. Like probably have the more of the aesthetic of MK Deception, but the menu screen of like Armageddon, if that makes sense. So like it got that, but it's more dark and ominous, if that makes sense. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Another thing I want to talk about is arenas. Put all of them in there. Put all of them in there. It's gonna be 2D anyway, so just make some of the arenas in the 3D era. Just try to make them 2D if that's possible. Probably not, but that would be cool. Just to have all the arenas you've created. So like, I can't think of none of them. I can't. I'll just put them on the screen. Whatever I'm talking about, I'm gonna put it on the screen so y'all can understand what I'm talking about. So, have all the arenas in the game from MK1 to MK11. You know, because 12 ain't came out yet, so we're not talking about that. And this game will have the best graphics out of all the games, so probably MK12, which is about to come out. So have all the arenas out of all of the games. That'll be hard. And then just try to put them in a 2D thing. Since MK9 through MK11 is already 2D and 1 through 3. So it's really just MK4 to MK Armageddon that you will have to change up. And some of the arenas are the same anyway, they just updated. So whichever the updated one, you know. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And then I want to talk about the story. So the story and the final boss are kind of going to intertwine with each other. As far as the story, I would like the game to bounce off the old timeline instead of the new one. Because we don't know what they're about to do right now. But if I'm going with MK9 through 11 or MK1 to MK Armageddon, I would want to go with MK1 and MK Armageddon. Because 9 to 11 is... MK9's story hasn't all... Like, it ain't always been great. But the old timeline has so much stuff going on for itself that it was just like... Everybody kind of had a role to play. You know what I mean? Like, the backstories were kind of cool. Not everybody was perfect, but the people who were, they were. Like, we got people like Ermac who could beat half of these characters by himself without even trying. And then you got him now being a jobber. You know what I mean? Like, certain characters have just become jobbers. Like Shao Kahn just got bodied. This is the same man who's beat up hella people, and he getting beat up one-on-one by Katana. I mean, that's cool and all, but like, do that really make sense? Probably not. Like, a lot of things are not making sense in this new timeline. So I would rather go off the old timeline and probably have the final boss be Onaga, just because we've seen Shao Kahn so much that I will probably have him be like in that sub boss category. So, you know, like the arcade ladder has like different sub bosses in Armageddon. That would kind of be hard too. I feel like that ladder would be hard. I like the deception ladder, to where you see the person and then the arena behind them. I like that aesthetic too. I'm all over the place right now. But yeah, have Onaga be the final boss. And, you know, have Shao Kahn, Kentaro, Goro, and Shiva probably be like the sub-bosses or whatever. And then just, I don't know why I keep doing this. That's dumb. That's dumb. But yeah, have those guys be the sub-bosses and Onaga be the final boss. And going back to the game modes, I don't think I talked about the game modes. I don't think I talked about the game modes. The game modes, I want a mix of Armageddon and Deception game modes. Actually have all the mini games and all the game modes in the game. That'd be hard too, because I would say you will have the conquest could be more like Armageddon with like the beat 'em up style, which is kind of cool. But I would like to have more interactions like in Deception, like being able to talk to people, being able to like go into the house and steal the coins, which is crazy. That's crazy. I didn't mean to say that, but you get what I'm saying. You know, MK Deception felt more interactive, like with the people, and the gameplay style of like beat 'em up and Armageddon was cool. But I would also like it to where in MK Deception I could just walk up to a fighter and then we could just start boxing. Or like if I want to learn how to do their combos, or like a new player want to learn their combos, then they could do that still. You know what I mean? So that's cool. Like a mix of both Deception and Armageddon Conquest would be fire. You know, chess combat, puzzle combat. I think I talked about this already. You know, the motor combat, all of that. And then just like you know, test your might, test your sight, stuff like that. That'd be cool too. But the conquest should be the story. It doesn't necessarily have to be the story mode, but it could be a good part of the story. You know what I'm saying? It could be canon to the story, but it doesn't have to be the big part of the story. You know what I mean? Like it could probably like coincide with it, like mixed together. So yeah. So yeah, that would be my ideal thing. Also with the story mode, yeah, let's talk about the story mode. Onaga being the final boss and the sub bosses or whatever. They should stop with the chapters. Stop with the chapters, and just let us use whoever will win that fight. So if I'm using somebody that's not supposed to be beating somebody, don't have me use them. Because I know it's gonna be their chapter, and I know that 9 times out of 10 they're gonna win because I'm using them. I would rather it be the story goes on, and like when we're about to fight, they let me. They have me use who will win that fight. You know what I'm saying? If y'all understand what I'm saying, like if it's an interaction between Liu Kang and Cassie Cage, but it's Cassie Cage's chapter, I shouldn't like Cassie Cage is gonna win because I'm playing as her. Now if it was an interaction between those same people, but there is no chapter and they let me use who's going to win as a part of the story, then it'll be like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense, you know, I don't know, bro. But yeah, this is kind of just like me talking about what I think could be a good MK game. Just a little short video for y'all because I ain't seen y'all in a minute. More videos in the future. Soon. Real soon. So, yeah, man, I love y'all, man. And be safe out there.